Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, Jauan Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? It is a Victory Tuesday. No Victory Tuesday could be complete without the man himself, Wayne Breezy. How we doing today, Wayne?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to be back, man. It's good to talk 49er football, especially after a victory, a ugly victory. But victory is a victory, man. Dub is a dub, a V is a V, and we here to talk about it.
Dude, Niners got 8. They're 8-4.
8-4, celebratory.
That's just going 2-1 over and over and over again. You're winning twice as many games as you lose. They're in prime position for the playoffs. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's weird coming off that 3-interception performance, which I want to talk about with you. And just feeling like kind of like you stole something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like ugly, but dude, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you win a football game in the NFL, like, you don't apologize for that.
No.
And the Panthers aren't a good football team, but if they would have won that game, they would have been in first place. They would have been in first place.
Wow.
Of their division. So, like, it's not like you're beating up on the worst team in the NFL. It matters. I want to say thank you to all the hashtag CCs, all the hashtag BB. What's up, Steven? Glad to see you here, man. Appreciate you guys. And let's start off talking some Christian McCaffrey. Man, there are so many wild stats on this dude. All right. He leads the NFL in rushing attempts. He leads the NFL in all-purpose yards. He leads the NFL in receptions. With 81. He's got 1,581 total yards, 12 touchdowns. What do we say about CMC in this 2025 season?
Hold on to the damn ball. I'm sorry, man. Look, I'm as critique as it gets. And when you make a mistake, it just happens to stick out. Now, look, I'm not mad at him. The guy's phenomenal. I know a lot of people were questioning Christian McCaffrey. Not me, because I drafted him in every fantasy football league I knew he was going to have a phenomenal season. He basically had all of last year off. and I get we were questioning the, what was it, the Achilles or whatever he had, the injuries. What was it at first? The calf injuries that turned into Achilles injuries, right? We were questioning it, but I just knew, like, this dude's mindset was totally different. And, you know, he just needed a break. You know, sometimes in life, you just got a break. You come back rejuvenated. You may not come back identical as you were when you left, but as long as you come back better, isn't that the only thing that matters?
It's there. And without CMC, where would you be this year? You know what I mean? Like 9 touches on the very first drive, 5 straight touches to start the game, 31 total touches in this game. He's on record to break all kinds of records for touches, receptions. The dude leads the NFL in receptions as a running back.
Bruh. Like that, this dude is phenomenal. And the Niners are lucky to still have him. This might be one of the greatest, what do you call it? Like, you know, extensions that the Niners have done. It didn't look good last year. I can tell you that right now.
No,
it didn't look good. He got extended and then calf popped up. So, but in hindsight, it was perfect because he is the Niners. He's the offense. He's carrying them. He's been carrying them since week 1. And, you know, it's time to kind of start relieving some of that pressure off of him. You know, got to give, you know, not to go into Brock Purdy, but Brock is going to be just fine. And 3 interceptions in the game, should have been 5. That's okay. It's going to be fine. I still wanted Mac Jones to go in there. But at the end of the day, Brock is going to be fine. Okay? I don't know how well that toe is, though, John. I don't know. I know Kyle said it wasn't affecting his throws. I want to call the little kid that says, you know.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So
running, though, that's the thing. Like, he had 6 rush attempts. They're calling quarterback sneaks.
It's different when you run opposed to planting your foot when you're trying to foul through a throw, though. Like, running, you can run on the base. You can run 2 ways, right? Because even when I run, like, it's all on the front parts of my foot opposed to my heel hitting the ground. So it's just different ways. Like, I don't think I use my big toe when I run. I don't know. Probably do. But my point is he's going to be fine. But it's time to kind of like start relieving some of the pressure off of Christian McCaffrey in whatever ways they can, because we need that after this bye week. He's going to be critical to the Niners in the playoffs. And the best thing that I love about Christian McCaffrey, probably more than anybody, he's almost damn near unguardable and unstoppable. We can laugh at his 3.1 yards per average game after game, but look at him in his totality, and that's why the Niners are 8-4.
Yeah, without Christian McCaffrey, you don't get there. Like you're not in this position. And, Brian Robinson looked awesome, and he's averaged more yards per carry pretty much every single game this season.
He's also fresh.
He's fresh, 7 carries. And let me ask you this. Where would you, let's say you have 30 rush attempts, how would you spread those out between Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson if, you were in Bobby Turner's position? How would you want that divvied up?
It's the hardest thing to do if you're Bobby Turner, because you can't take Christian McCaffrey off the football field because of what he does. Now, you said 30 rush attempts, but sometimes those plays aren't designed just to be runs when you're on the football field. Sometimes they check the passes. Sometimes they check the run. And so, like, when you take him off the field, it just makes it a little bit easier for the defense to diagnose a play. That's just in my opinion, that's what kind of like what I see. And I think that's why it's so hard to pull him off the field. But to answer your question, John, I think it's 2010 or 18-12. Like, at the end of the day, like, you need Christian McCaffrey getting the bulk load of the stuff. He's the machine. Brian Robinson is the supplement to the machine. He's the power pellets, I guess.
Power pellets. I like that. Power pellets, Brian Robinson. All right, well, let's get to Brock Purdy. Let's talk about these interceptions. I feel like they were all kind of had a story of their own. Kyle Shanahan, and I agree with Kyle Shanahan, they weren't really bad choices. They were the correct reads, just bad passes and late.
Execution was bad.
So, okay, now, and I think that this adds to it, because you look ahead to Cleveland, which I'm flying out to. It's going to be 30 degrees, it's going to be windy, and it's going to be raining / snowing. Now, I know the last time I checked the forecast this morning, it's saying most of the precipitation is going to be before the game, not during the game. But we've seen Brock Purdy in inclement weather, and it has not looked good. And people can come at me and say, oh, but he played in Iowa and whatever else. I don't care. Brock Purdy in any type of precipitation is not positive. Am I crazy for saying that, Wayne?
No.
Okay, because a lot of people are like, dude, he played at Iowa.
No, I see. First of all, I saw that, and I think Nick Newman commented. I think that,
Nick. I like Nick.
Yeah, Nick is cool, but here's the issue, right? I think what gives people, like, Brock struggles in the rain, but I think Brock just struggles in precipitation because you were at the Buffalo game.
He didn't play that one, did he? Was he in that one? Was that Brandon Allen? I think that was Brian.
Maybe Allen. It was Brandon. Okay, my bad. It was because I remember it being a Christian McCaffrey game. Like, I thought Christian McCaffrey did his thing.
That's when he got hurt for the second time after he finally looked good, and then he hurt the knee.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm pulling up the box score.
So maybe it wasn't Brock
played in that one.
Okay, so that's my bad. I just think
no, he did. You are correct.
That's what I thought. He was terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible.
And
11 of 18. Yeah, you were right. I was wrong.
So I think what's that called? Trauma?
Yeah.
I think that right there is what makes people a little eerie of snow. Now, look, Cleveland snow is not Buffalo snow, so I'll leave it at that. But I do know we're playing against a defensive line that Brock struggles against. Rain, snow, don't matter. If you want to have that conversation, we're not there yet, but.
Right. Now, and like you said, like, all right, I still wanted to see Mac. I want to see Mac just because of the rain. Like, if it's raining or something like that, I would prefer Mac. But you ain't switching it.
Let me clarify what I meant. All right, so in a game where Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions and we didn't know he was going to almost throw 5, I thought at that point Brock needed to chill, take a breather, and just get right. Like, get his. I think he was off because, John, did we watch the same game? In the second half, Brock stopped throwing the ball down the football field. So
they managed the clock.
Okay, so we could say whatever we want, but the lead wasn't huge, and Kyle pulled the plug on those throws. Like at the end of the day, I felt like even though Kyle said, "Oh yeah, man, Brock's gonna be fine," cool, then why'd you pull the plug? Because I still wanted to see Brock overcome. We had the 125-yard bomb to George Kittle, and that was it. Longest play of the day, right? And the Niners feast and live off of explosive plays. So I just feel like after 3 interceptions, I was ready for Brock to go hit the bench and get his mind right to come back next week. I didn't say give me Mac for the remainder of the season. It was a game.
I don't think people took it that way.
No, I think they did. One person told me, then go cheer for the team he's traded to next year. How y'all even know he's going to get traded? What are you talking about? Right now, he's a Niner. I can't big up one quarterback. I didn't downplay Brock. I just said he was terrible.
My favorite thing about Niners community is when you piss both sides off.
Oh, it's the worst.
Whatever sides there are, like the Jimmy G Trey Lance.
Oh, I love it.
Like if you're pissing both sides off, you're doing something right. And I'm here's what I believe. I'll never be a bootlicker. I can't.
And
I don't want to be like clickbait, whatever either.
Me neither.
And so when people call me clickbait or whatever else,
I get mad.
Really?
No, I get mad. I'm like, this is not clickbait. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, what's wrong with me saying that I'm ready for Mac? Like, I was ready for Mac. After 3, I gave him 3, y'all. 3. And look, he ain't Joe Montana. Okay?
No.
He's not Steve Young either. He's Brock Purdy, and I respect him. But it seemed like something was off with Brock. I don't know what it was, but I can't wait to watch the film. But it seemed like something was off.
And we've seen this from him where he just, these games happen. You go to that, Ravens game, like these games happen. The Cleveland game 3 years ago.
I was not asking to bench Brock Purdy in the Ravens game because I did not trust our quarterback. I think at the time. It was Sam Darnold, I think, right?
I think it was, yeah. And Sam Darnold never looked like Mac Jones has looked this year, like totally different. But and yeah, Shade says right here, do you remember Joe threw 4 interceptions one game, then came back the next week, dropped 41 on the Browns? Let's do it.
Shane, that's why I said bench him in that game so he get his mind right. Maybe his toe was hurting. I don't know. And then
you remember they benched Steve Young against the Eagles week 4 when they were getting blown out in 1994? And he's throwing Gatorade. And
ain't that the year we won the Super Bowl?
And we won the freaking Super Bowl. Like, I'm part of the Steve Spurrier school of dude.
Old school, bro.
Let's check yourself. Like, you
chickity check. Hey, man, we all need checks and balances, bro. Even me, even I, myself, need to be checked and balanced.
No.
I just thought that was a moment because at the end of the game, if it wasn't for Christian McCaffrey and that 49ers defense, man, and look, let's keep it a buck, John. If that was any other team, except for the Raiders, but if that was any other team, I think even the Tennessee Titans could have possibly pulled that game off.
Yeah.
With 3 turnovers, that's the one rare time where you actually lose the turnover battle and win the game.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. And it's funny, I said in my preview show, the Niners could lose by 2 turnovers and still win this game, which they only lost by 1. So they got 2. There are 5 interceptions in this game, but still, they handled their business. They tackled well. And so
you think so? I saw a lot of missed tackles.
Well, Curtis Robinson, who's your third stringer, that's going to happen. Jason Pinnock had 2, 8 total missed tackles. I feel like, dude, Jair Brown had 0 missed tackles. 0 missed tackles,
2 interceptions. Player of the game for me.
Yeah, offense, defense, special teams. That dude just went out there and who the hell was in 2-7?
Jair Brown. That's the real Jair Brown. I don't know where this fake shell Jair Brown. I don't know where the timid. You can't be a safety and play timid. You got to go out there and enforce your will. We're from the old school of safeties. And I know you got to play different, but that don't mean you got to mentality-wise be different. Like, he need to keep the Jair Brown that we had on the football field, man. If not, he going to get thrashed too. Everybody could get these words.
Yeah. Dude, that ain't going to change. People get mad. That's okay if you're mad and we upset you. We love you. That's okay. You get mad at us. My wife does it all the time. It's okay. Right here, Steven says, Tig saw y'all show coming. And so, yeah, he decided to step up, whatever it takes. And he even talked about, and Kittle talked about, the fans were pretty upset with him, whatever else, but he came out and did what he had to do. Dude, some people listen to that. Some players listen to what's out there. Some people don't. And Tig cares a lot about perception. Talk about, I'm top 5 safety in this league and whatever else. He sure as hell played like it.
He did say those words. I think when you say words like that, I think you leave yourself open for the media to grab a hold of it. It's
You
all
give 'em-
fair game and war at that point. Now, if you was humble and you didn't come out and say something like that, I think the criticism would be a lot less slander, right?
Well, he threw Sorensen under the bus too, which was warranted.
No, that's fine. Now, we all agree with
Yeah.
throwing Sorensen. I think Sorensen really effed him up.
Yeah.
Mentally wise, emotionally, spiritually, like all the elites in the world. I think Sorensen really just didn't have a grasp on the defense. But it's taking some solid fixing. It's just taking a little longer than. Remember, this is not a solid guy at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I said this because I saw Wayne. He tweeted out the first interception. I retweeted it and I said it was at halftime. I was like, this is Jair Brown's best game as a 49er, even if he didn't have the interception. Then he goes and gets another one. Like what he did in the run game, the tackling game, the coverage, anticipation. Like his feet have been in freaking concrete cylinder blocks because he ain't freaking moving out there. But this game, dude, somebody showed a lightning bolt up his ass, and he was just all over
concrete?
the place.
You meant the cinder blocks, like the big gray ones? Oh my god!
Like they're just sitting there, like he's just planted at the freaking 45-yard line on the hash, just watching everybody else play. But this time, he was just out there like freaking crazy. Sonic the Hedgehog out there running around. I loved every second of it.
I did too, man. I'm not going front, man. I just always knew the kid had the potential to do it, and I'm just glad he was able to do it. And that's what's most important at this point. Now, can he stack a day, right? That's what they say in practice. Can he stack a game? Can he get another game where he can start to show some consistency? Because once you start showing consistency, once that game slows down for you and the consistency kicks in, that's when you know that the kid got it. And I'm hoping he does, man, because I hate to say it, man, I do like those Penn State dogs, man. They different, especially in the secondary, but I don't know, man. Like lately, you haven't really been hearing much about the Penn State secondary guys, man. Like the Briskers and all those guys that are in the NFL. I really would like for Jair Brown to grab a hold of what's going on. Maybe the defense was simplified. Maybe he just slowed down. Maybe he just understood, because at the end of the day, his coverage was good too. How about two pass deflections in this game?
Yeah. He was all over the place.
Okay.
It was awesome to see.
I don't think we've ever gave him this much credit. Round of applause for that guy, man.
Well, I think it was 3 weeks ago on this show, maybe it was on your show, we were like, dude, imagine if the 49ers got quality play from safeties, what that would look like. And we saw it. Like Malik Mustafa went out there. He had a good game. No miss. He had one missed tackle. Solid in coverage, 3 catches for 6 yards. Like, dude, you got good safety play, and everything else fell into place. And shout out to Strawberry React. She said, Stout had a good game as well. And I love what they have done with Stout. They have taken away snaps and just made it simple. You went big nickel with Jason Pinnock. He had a bad game. But then you went regular nickel in the obvious passing games. And it like Upton Stout played 27 snaps, about half of the game. That's what rookies need. When you're struggling and you're trying to do way too much, you just step back and simplify. We're not going to put you out there in all the situations. We're going to make it easier for you. And Upton Stout was the second highest rated player. Dude was all over the place.
Yeah, man. I mean, Brown, Stout, just really good games. Really good games, in my opinion. So hopefully, like I said, they can keep stacking. I'd rather take the what's the word? I'd rather get the bad play from Pinnock at the big nickel, if that's the route that they're going to go, depending on how the offense comes out, obviously, and get greater play from Upton Stout. I think he gave up a pass in this game, but over than that, he was good.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. Like when you go young, you've got to deal with those issues. But I do like that you're mitigating, you're bracketing his development and allowing him to look, dude. We're just going to take a little bit off your plate. You're still going to play half the snaps. Go out there, flourish on what we're giving you, and then we can give you more. And now you're playing Cleveland, that they run the most 2 tight end sets almost in the NFL. Harold Fannin, my draft grade. He's leading the team in receptions and receiving yards.
Yeah, dude. Man. That kid's a problem.
So you're going to see some big nickel this week. You're going to see some 4-3. I think you're going to see some Nick Martin this week. It didn't work too much with Cleveland. I don't even think, did Nick Martin even get a defensive snap?
No, I don't think so, but he had a big forced fumble on that special team snap, though. That kid can hit. That kid's powerful. Yeah, he hits big time. So Gotta get him in. I look, what's name not working? And I understand it would be more of a liability to put the young rookie out there, but I would love to get him on the field as I don't know if he could play Mike, but you get him on that football field, man. I hope we get what you call it back though. So Tatum Bethune, I hope he returns.
Yeah.
Because that's the big explosive matchup I want. Bethune versus Junkins. Like, give it to me. It's power versus power. Thumper versus thumper. You know?
I love that. Now, but like that's the thing. Nick Martin didn't play. Luke Gifford played one snap on a goal line series.
Thank God.
In a goal, like, and so like it just that
probably
game wasn't
due to
a
injury though, right? You think so?
package.
Oh, I see
Nick
what you're
Martin,
saying.
They didn't run any heavy personnel, so like
No.
we were not in 4-3 base. So Nick Martin didn't play. Like it wasn't like somebody took snaps from him.
Right.
Just,
a lot of nickel, big nickel.
Up.
No,
Cleveland, you ain't going to see that. You're going to see Nick Martin play this week. So that's coming. Now, before we get to our next topic, because it's time to talk some JJ, some punching in the below the belt, suspension, all that kind of stuff right after this.
49ers Rush Road Trip is going into its 6th year with over 40 events at road games. If you are traveling to see the 49ers play this year, you got to come party with us. And on top of that, we give games, trivia, giveaways. We've partnered with TickPick this year. All you have to do is search 49ers Rush on any of the TickPick sites, apps, you name it. And on top of all of that, best dressed, giveaways, autographed jerseys, kids are always included, and get in for free with a ticketed adult. And a lot of times for select cities, we will have 49ers legends come out and you get to meet and greet them and get an autograph. Navarro Bowman, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis, Fred Warner are all players that we have worked with in the past. And trust me, if you want to build the 49ers community, you're traveling by yourself, we got you covered. 49ersRushRoadTrip.com.
All right, we're going to be in Cleveland this week, which I'm so pumped about. So bring your jackets, bring your gloves, bring all that stuff because it's going to be chilly. We're going to be at Butcher and the Brewer on 4th Street Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. And then we've got our unlimited tailgate, drinks, food, you name it, at the Dive Bar Cleveland. It is 3 blocks from the stadium and indoors. That is important. I didn't want to be outdoors if it was going to be raining, cold. If it's snowing, I could do the outdoor stuff. If it is cold rain, that's a little bit different. So anyway, we'll be indoors for our tailgate. Then we'll get a walk across the stadium, have a good time. So if you're in Cleveland, come on out, party with us. We've got a super chat from Monkey. Let's talk about it. He says, spitting gets you 1 game suspension. What's a punch to the nards get you? What a cheap shot. Shows JJ with the mental match at the end. JJ would have killed that man. JJ would have killed that man.
Yeah, we're talking Trevor
Morig.
Well, yeah. I'm not a dirty fighter, so if I'm gonna fight, I'm not gonna hit you below the belt. You know, going straight for the jugular, right? But in that sense, you did. I know I was doing the live watch party, whatever, and everybody was mad at JJ, and I'm like, what? Like this motherfucker got hit in the nards. I mean, I'm gonna hurt because it's gonna be a hurting sensation. And the moment that pain go away, I'm looking to take it out on the motherfucker that hit me in the nards, bro. I don't know if JJ's gonna get in trouble because he looked like he was the second one to react. Usually those are the guys that get caught because he slapped him. But I just feel like
a punch. They care about punches.
Right. It was a slap. It was a smart.
It was a push slap.
It was a push slap. It was a mush. Remember getting mushed? Yeah. It was a mush. So I just feel like the NFL need to do their due diligence and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Because
you think that dude should be suspended, Morik?
He's got to get at least 2 to 3 games, right? After the
1.
game, below the belt.
Suspend him 2, appeal to 1. I'd be happy with that.
Suspend him 3, appeal to 2. I'd be happy with that.
There we go. Yeah, but I mean, come on, it's more rig. It's the thing that was kind of weird is that then D Winters goes and does a jersey swap with them. They were teammates at TCU right afterwards. I was like, dude,
I don't think they knew what happened.
Yeah, probably.
You get what I'm saying? Like I mean, and him and D Winters got a connection, but I don't think a lot of people knew what happened. It was on the last play of the game. It was like a run play or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden, JJ's on the getting hit. And I'm just like, oh man, like, and remember when JJ got pushed, I was like, yo, I thought Trent pushed JJ. Like, don't be stepping on me. It was so fun to watch. I was like, wait, Trent, grab him. Like, he got hit. And immediately, like, but yo, I ain't mad at JJ. I mean, I'll be mad if he drop a pass. I'm not gonna be mad if he punched somebody for getting hit in the nuts. I mean, no.
Yeah, did you see his interview in the locker room?
But no, what did he say?
At the end of it, he's like, have a great day and don't get hit in the nuts. Like, I'll say this. All game, JJ was a positive.
Yes,
all game.
Especially in run blocking.
It's the first time he's the highest graded wide receiver in run blocking all season.
Especially in run blocking.
Like, that was, every single week it was like that through a lot of his career. This season hasn't been like that. And so here's what I want to talk about. He was fighting with Nick Scott, the safety. He was fighting with the other corner. Like, good, healthy fighting and doing his thing. They asked one of the corners, I forget, Mike Johnson, I think his name was, what do you think about Jauan Jennings? And Mike Johnson goes, this is a Panthers corner. My mama taught me not to say anything if I can't say nothing nice. That's all I got to say about that. Like, he pissed him off. Like, the whole entire secondary was pissed off at Jauan Jennings' physicality, and it showed with the punch in the nards, with, all the kind of stuff. That's the Jauan Jennings that the 49ers faithful fell in love with. You saw it. No negatives.
Yeah, but look, man, JJ, what a season, right? Like, I mean, the dude's going to trying to earn himself a few extra dollars. He gets that. Then there's this injury after injury. No one cares about injuries. And so he's trying to tell people, I'm not feeling myself, right? He's telling people, but we not listening. You know what I'm saying? I think now he's getting back to health. I think health was
the blood sport comments in the chat.
I see it, yo. What about me and damn blood sport? Oh. Didn't he play in 2 movies at like once, like Bloodsport?
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
Lionheart.
Lionheart. God dang it.
Hell yeah, man.
Man. Who was in Kickboxer? Not 2. 2 was Cody from Step by Step. Was he in Kickboxer too? I mean, the first one?
Was he?
Damn. I knew I'd draw some blank at some point in life. Like, all we get is blanks.
Oh man,
can't remember who
was Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was.
So he had 3 movies.
Oh, dude, he was in everything.
Yeah, he was
in everything. He was in The Predator. Then he got kicked out of that, and like he was in everything, man.
That's right.
Dude, I freaking I was John. Who didn't like Jean-Claude Van Damme? Walk around doing roundhouse kicks to your little sister. Like, it's just what it was. But yeah, you can't do that. So back to Jauan Jennings. I love the fact that he is fighting his ass off. Now, does any of this have to do with the Brandon Ayuk news and the fact that now there's more money on the books to pay the wide receiver position, because it doesn't look like Ayuk's going to be returning next year? Does this make you want to keep JJ more than you did perhaps a month ago?
I mean, he won't get paid what he probably looking to get paid. I mean, JJ gonna be a free agent, and I think he touched the market, honestly. And I think he should. I mean, he's not an X. He's not a true X. He's he's not even a developmental X. He's kind of like a hybrid, kind of like wide receiver. He could play. I really think JJ will make tons of career moves if he just played in the slot. But unfortunately, he got to be that guy, like, for the Niners, right? He knows the playbook inside and out. And he's not bad create separation. I don't want people to feel like he just doesn't have all the
vertical.
other. Yeah. He's not the vertical X. Yeah. So, man, I don't know, man. I'm hoping it's not the end of BA, but if it is, okay. I'm always team Niners. Like last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? But always. But it could have been a little bit of motivation. I mean, this wasn't like his best dominant wide receiving game. You know what I'm saying? He's had that before, but this was definitely a game where it just seemed like he was clicking and firing on all cylinders.
Let me ask you this, Wayne. You're the general manager right now. I'm Jauan Jennings' agent. Look, we're going to go test free agency. Do you have any offer for us? Right now, he's on a basically 2-year, $12 million deal, about $6 million per year. Mm-hmm. Give me a number per year. Give me a 2-year. What? You going to give me $10 million a year? Like,
yeah, like I don't think he's gonna make. He's not gonna make more than 11 mil, 12 mil. Like, it's gonna be where it is.
So you think, okay, we'll give you 2-year, $20 million.
That's it.
We can do that.
with whatever the guarantee is on that. For me, that's a great offer. You talk about 7th round pick.
Yeah.
No 1,000-yard receiving.
I'm
no
making it
1,000-yard.
I'm making it a per game roster bonus.
Oh, you are
the
mean.
largest
You
workout
are so
bonus
mean. You
in
are
the
mean.
history of mankind.
Yeah, you mean.
Dude, this is post BA world. We are CYA. Cover your rear end.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's tough though. Like, I don't want to sit there and take shots at BA because he's not playing. But when he played, we ain't had a receiver like that guy in a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it made sense.
He's true X.
It made sense to play him. I mean, to pay him, right? Because you got your true X wide receiver. I don't trust that Ricky Pearsall is going to be able to find ways to stay healthy. And I don't even know if he's a true X. I'm being honest.
He's not. He plays Z. He's never going to be an X.
So
that's not what he does.
So to move on from BA, it's going to be tough. Like it will be hard to replenish that. The Niners don't have that on their roster. So now you're looking in the draft. If you're going cheap, don't be surprised if first round pick is an X.
And that who doesn't even play.
He better play. First round pick. I mean, even BA played, but that was probably a lot due to
COVID
injuries.
year and
COVID year.
Whatever. That was the whole thing, man. And Kyle, every time he brings up BA as rookie year, he's like, well, BA had to play because we had nobody else.
That's what I'm saying. There was nobody.
Kyle even throws shade on that one. Like, well, he had to. We didn't have.
Because Kyle ain't tried to play any rookies whatsoever in his offense. And I get it. It's too intricate, right? It's harder to simplify the offense than it is the defense.
Yes. And playing wide receiver in Kyle's offense is literally advanced calculus. It's the most difficult. Shane asked this, how are you feeling about Watkins? I'm feeling great about Watkins, but he's a healthy scratch every single week.
It's just because you got other bodies that are more well-versed in the offense, right? You got Jauan Jennings looking back like he's back in full strength. You know, you still want to try to find a way to use DeMarcus Robinson because he has the speed to still take the top off the defense, right? So
and
that's
he plays all three wide receivers.
There you go. Versatility is key, right? And so, like, you know, you're going to get him, and then you got to find a way to infuse Ricky Pearsall back into the mix of things. And then there's Jauan Jennings.
53 snaps.
Right.
53.
And George Kittle. I didn't even mention George Kittle.
So like that, and so like you look at Jauan Jennings, he had 63 snaps. I want Watkins to get 10 snaps a game at the X spot, relieving Jauan Jennings, but Kyle Shanahan ain't having it. He's just not having it. And yeah, Kendrick Bourne got 6 snaps this week. Like Kendrick Bourne plays the Z that Ricky Pearsall plays.
Yes.
So,
yes. Then that right there is the key, the slot. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. That it's so hard to find the reps for these guys, you know? And so the good news is this, though. You got guys in the stable. You know, you got guys that can produce in the stable.
Shanahan believes in the red shirt philosophy. You had 3 rookies that were healthy scratches, inactives this week, all on the offensive side. All of them, Jordan James, Jordan Watkins, and Connor Colby. Like, this is the Kyle Shanahan playbook. All the rookies, you're playing on the defensive side. Like, you're playing. Marquise Siegel, I'd like to get some more snaps, but that's okay. But yeah, it's kind of where it is. And so, you know, do you have faith in the future of Jordan Watkins? Is there enough in the room at the X position? Yeah, you could put DeMarcus Robinson out there who's under contract, but that's not what you want as a starting X. You don't want that. You want him to be your number 4 or number 3.
Correct. I agree with that. So that's why, like, moving on from BA, man, is going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough because a healthy Brandon Ayuk changes the dynamic of this offense.
Everything.
Run blocking, receiving, spectacular catches, catch radius, route running, vertical. It just changes the offense. You know, a lot of plays.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he comes back and plays. It's the best thing for BA. It's the best thing for the 49ers to get some tape up to show he's healthy.
I mean, no guarantees though, right? So, like,
right.
Why would he?
Like, he's got to show. If you're going to get a contract next year from another team after you get released, you got to show you can play.
You're right.
Like,
he's got to prove it. Like, he's got to or he doesn't. He doesn't have to prove it, and he just takes one of those 1-year deals. When he
after
bets on
walking away
himself.
from $28 million, and now you're gonna take a 1-year prove-it deal? Damn.
It's just the way the game rolls, man. Some people want happiness, dog.
Yeah. No, I get that. Dude, there are so many times where I'm like, I could go live right now and I could make an extra so-and-so amount of money, but I just can't. I just can't. And, that's where Wayne comes in because he's freaking the hardest working man in show business. Wayne freaking crush it, man.
Oh, man.
Anyway, now, if you guys haven't gone to support Wayne over on his Patreon, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Talk to us about your watch parties, man.
Yeah, the watch parties are cool because they're unfiltered, no buttons other than like touchdowns and celebrations. But listen, we be watching we're just having a good time, right? Like, and so I'm watching the game. I'm practicing my commentating and stuff from that game. Like, I'm trying to be better than those guys that are out there. It's so fun, like, and so it's just cool to have people in there and just watch me do stupid stuff and go crazy. But overall, my reactions are 100% authentic during real time of the game. It's crazy.
I freaking love it. All right, you know what? I just got an idea. We're going to give away a trivia competition, and the winner gets Wayne's Patreon paid for by Chapman and Company for the rest of this season. So right after this, I got to come up with a trivia question. So y'all stay tuned. Live chat. Somebody's going to win, and then you get to join the live watch party. Support Wayne. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you haven't bet yet, this is the best week ever because my bookie has gifts on gifts on gifts. Turkey, football, bad decisions, the Holy Trinity. MyBookie gives you a chance to make it all profitable. This week, MyBookie is loading the table with cash drops, boosted lines, same game parlays, and capped with a bomb on Black Friday, the return of the lock of the season. This is the bet every bettor talks about because it doesn't miss. One touchdown in the Black Friday game versus the Bears and Eagles. One trip to the end zone, you double your money. It is for any team, any player, doesn't matter. One touchdown in the game, you double your money. It's the simplest bet you'll ever make. That's why I love MyBookie. And if you're watching the game with friends, they'll give you an extra bonus every time one of them signs up and makes a deposit. So bring a buddy in, stack your account while you guys win together. Start with my promo code 49ers. That's 49ERS when you sign up, and grab a welcome bonus to get ahead. Load up, lock in, and enjoy the feast at MyBookie. All right, here we go. So here's the question I came up with. I like this question. I'm excited about this. Okay, so whoever guesses this correctly first, and again, your order on your live chat is different than mine because we're streaming to multiple platforms. So the first one on mine, I'll get your email address, and then I'll hook you up. I'll Venmo you some money. You go subscribe. That's what's up. So here's the question. The 49ers have retired jersey number 73 for which player in the 49ers? Also, the very first draft pick ever by the 49ers. The first one to throw that message up in the chat. Who wore jersey number 73 to get it retired for the 49ers? 10-time All-Pro, 6-time All-Pro, Hall of Famer. Who is it? We'll see who gets the question right. Shout out to Daryl. He says, hey, family, I feel like JJ was a quarter away from being the Super Bowl MVP. Man.
What a game.
Pass. Touchdown reception.
And he was just missed on even on the last one with the Spencer Burford blip. Yeah, Ayuk and Jennings wide open.
He sure did, man. He sure did. Yeah.
I know those memories, man. That's the tough ones to swallow.
Look at this turd.
Uncle Salty knew
Uncle
too.
Salty.
Like, yeah,
he knows everything. Yeah, I love him. We love him. He's one of the best, man. It was so cool. We got to hang out in Seattle and go grab some lunch and just chill. So Leo the Lion I can't say it right. Namalini? There we go. Leo the Lion's what I call him. Is the correct answer. So Salty, I got your phone number. I'm going to text you. I'm going to hook you up, and then we're going to get you signed up. But we got a lot of people. Peachy got it. Rob Dart got it. Man, a lot of people, they looked it up. Y'all looked it up. Sin didn't. She knows it. I love it. So congrats there. And for my Patreon, we'll be doing a Zoom hangout, but it's going to be December 1st because I'm traveling this week at Thanksgiving. I couldn't fit in the schedule, so we're going to have 2 in December Zoom hangout links. One of them the first week of December, and then we'll do one later in December. So we're going to have to hold off on that one. So apologize about that one. Won't happen actually in November, but that is there. Let's talk about the offensive line. I feel like this was probably the best game the offensive line has had this season.
I could dig
Even
it.
the center, like on that touchdown play to Christian McCaffrey, like
The
I
sealed
can't
off block from
remember
Jake Brindle.
when was the last time we had a Jake Brindle highlight. Like I don't know when that could happen. But I think he had 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Jake Brindle has been ass all season, and I just want to make sure we clarify that, because when you watch the film, he's still not good, and he is standing there looking like he lost. But on that particular one time,
He went out.
he went all the way out, right? So I have a problem with being fake. Like I need authenticity, and so I know for a fact that Jake Brindle struggles. And it's okay to critique these players. Like, I don't get it. It's like you can't say anything negative about 49er player. No problem.
I
But
don't buy into that.
on that particular play, man. I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Jake Brindle was the man. I mean, he had a nice block. I thought the offensive lineman, you had 4 of the top 5 graded players offensively be offensive linemen, and they're all in the 80s. They played well. I mean, talk about a game that gave up 0 sacks and a total of 8 pressures. 8 pressures and 1 quarterback hit. Yeah, Brock Purdy was pushed out of the pocket a couple times, ran the ball a few times. Yeah, for sure. But 8 pressures, 1 hit. I'll live with it, man. I'll live with it. I'll die on that hill by myself. I thought that the offensive line played really good football, both in the run game and in the passing game.
Yeah. And a lot of that is the Brock Purdy effect. Like, he gets to mitigate those pressures and sacks.
100%.
Like, that's a big reason why you go Brock Purdy over Mac Jones, is because
100%.
he can make people miss. He can do those things. But I thought Dominique Pooney, he's looking like 2024 Dominique Pooney finally.
Health.
That's a month straight of quality football play that you've seen from him. And let's talk about Colton McKivitz. And shout out to my man, Ben. Colton McKivitz had the highest run blocking grade at 90.7 for the season.
Mm-hmm.
He has the second highest run blocking grade for any offensive lineman in the NFL. The only person that has a higher run blocking grade than him is Penei Sewell. He's even higher than Trent. And if you look at overall, he's the 6th highest rated. Trent's 2nd. I mean, you have 2 top 6 graded from PFF. Take that for what you will. Like, you are getting a dominant performance from Colton McKivitz week in, week out in the run game. Plus, you could say maybe the offensive play of the game with that fumble recovery. Like, dude was the right tackle. He was all the way on the left side outside the numbers to get.
He tracked that ball down. After the ball bounced between 2 Carolina Panther defenders, his big self still found a way to fall on that ball. You got to give Colton McKivitz credit, and you got to say for the 49ers, that was just the best shopping bargain you could get in the world. Like, wow, like, this guy is playing better football. We know where he struggles, though. He's gonna struggle against speed. They just didn't have that.
Yep.
You know, the matchup was better for him.
Yeah, and next week you got speed. Next week you got chip for him. It's what it is. So, like, yeah, get ready. JP, can we talk about how dominant Silverback has been after talking heads were saying he lost the snap? Not the people that watch tape. Like, again, Wayne and I, like, now is he what he was 5 years ago? No,
he's older, but the step's not gone. Like, you know what? It's not. You know what? Let's change that though. Maybe he did lose a step. But you know what he didn't lose? The technique, the power, and all those other traits that he still possesses. So, like, I can honestly say maybe his age has caught up with him just a little bit, but it's so you rarely notice it. Now, when he has to overcompensate, you notice it because he's doing 2 to 3 jobs at the same time. So, yeah, he lost several steps off of that. And, you know, just having a better guard combo. Trent looked like he playing with freaking, what's the dude we used to have? Laken Tomlinson right now. I thought Spencer Burford played well. I don't know what people, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he played well. He was graded well, but I thought he played well, and that's key. Thought he played well.
I love them switching them back and forth.
I think it keeps him healthy, right?
Snaps, and Spencer Burford, 35 snaps. Like,
it keeps those guys super healthy. You know, and it keeps the defense kind of guessing, or whatnot on how to get around these two different types of guards and their style and their play. I think Kyle Shanahan offense, Chris Forrester, they be onto something. They trying things right now to see what's going to be best in the future. 49ers know they making a playoff, so.
Oh, yeah. And you win 2 games, 2 out of the last 5 years in the playoffs. You
10 you're in.
You're in. With 7 teams and with you have the most conference wins in the entire NFL. Nobody else has 8. Like, you have 8. Like, you're winning all the tiebreakers, period. Shout out to Cam's dad. And just want to say, I hope this is cool, Cam. Dude's out there freaking fighting cancer and all kinds of things and just positive. And I just appreciate your friendship and all you bring. And just want to say thank you. You are the freaking man. You're a freaking legend. We appreciate it. Look at him. Super chat. He says, we are approaching a peak for us. Great timing. Yeah. Dude. You trend at the right time, and the Niners still haven't had their bye week yet, Wayne.
Nah, it's 2 weeks, man. I still think the Niners might lose this game, though, so I don't want people to
yeah.
I don't want to bring down anybody's spirits. It's just a weird time to play an AFC team on the road, and it just happened to be
AFC wins this year still. Haven't won
and it just happens to be the Browns. Here's what I do, though. Here's what I like, though. And the Niners definitely have a shot, but they clearly can't make the mistakes that they made. They can't make mistakes. Like, so you can't turn the ball over, right? You can't do it. Christian McCaffrey can't fumble, period. Like, no. And I was sitting there waiting, and it's going to happen. It didn't happen this game. It's good. And then it happened. And then it didn't happen twice. Luckily, second time he was down, so it didn't count as a fumble. But these are the little fundamental things we can't slip. You know what I'm saying? We can't allow to come in and set in. The interceptions are going to happen. You know, I feel like a lot of people feel like I'm down on Brock Purdy. Nah, I'm not down on Brock Purdy. I want Purdy to keep doing what he does. I just want Purdy to be honest. At the beginning of the game, Brock Purdy said something to me. He said something to everybody if y'all was paying attention. They asked him, about the Mac Jones situation. And he said what he learned from Mac. They asked him. He said, I learned how to take what the defense is giving me. And then he turned the ball over 3 times. So, he really didn't learn. You know what I'm saying?
Man, those were not bad reads.
They weren't bad reads, but they were bad throws.
Yeah.
So the reads are there, but if his execution is off due to, it's like, yo, John, we get together and I come out there, we go into the mountain, we shooting rifles. But if my rifle scope,
Looney Tunes,
I'm trying to catch the beep beep, and if it's off a slight bit, I'm gonna miss every single time. Brock Purdy's radar, his scope was slightly off. Can it be fixed? 100%. Do I want him bench? Absolutely not. Is he injured? I don't know. I don't know if that affected his scope. All I know is it wasn't his best game. Now, if we would have kept the game as efficient, it would have been one of his best games because Brock Purdy was 6 for 7 at one point with 125.5 quarterback rating. It looked like Brock was about to wheel and deal. The moment he started to look for the explosive plays down the football field, he couldn't execute.
Yeah, couldn't execute. That's what you got to do. Execute. Our coaching philosophy: alignment, assignment, execution. You do those 3 things, everything's going to be all right. Alignment, assignment, execution. Now, as a DC, that's what we use whenever I was, coaching defense, not offense, but it's what it is. We're going to leave it there. You guys are the absolute best. Wayne, thank you. Oh, look at this. Cam's dad, one more time. Appreciate the super chat. Last night, that rough win will make next week easier. Purdy and CMC will have bigger chips.
100%.
Remember, Montana's 4 interception when they came and beat Cleveland, got 41 points. Man, nothing would make me happier against that Cleveland defense.
Love the correlation. Just remember it's supposed to snow. Cam's dad won, so. Nah, man, listen. I got the Niners getting 40-plus points. It's going to be 40 throughout the rest of the season. I don't care who we play. I think that's how much I believe in Brock Purdy and this offense. So now I want people to come at me with that.
All right.
I'll probably get negative comments.
Take us out, Wade.
Yeah. Guys.
Take us out.
Listen, the win was ugly, but at the end of the day, it was great. And sometimes when you win, they're not going to look pretty. The Niners got an ugly win at home. But the one thing we all know is when they on the road, they just play so different, so much better. Will the weather affect that? Absolutely not. I got Brock Purdy in that offense putting up 40 points against this tough defense.
Damn.
Get ready. Sunday is going down. Rush Road Trip be in your town. We out. Peace.